Things are going well, and we are hitting a milestone this month that we have surpassed the top number of cases we've ever signed in 1 month, barring an act of Congress. Literally an act of Congress. I mean that.
We're making some big moves coming up over the next week, which we think is going to have a significant impact on the operation, and things are going to level up yet again. In addition to being pretty excited about the way marketing is performing and sales is performing, that's been pretty great too. So it's just everything's just coming together, working great.
And it's been going really well. It's been satisfying, frankly, to see just a lot of the hard work that we're kind of putting into the strategy come to fruition. And so that's been pretty exciting. Kind of help clients, get some treatment that they need and get the care that they need, not only just to build value in their case, but just to kind of help them, for their health reasons and stuff like that. So that's been good as well.
And so things are going very well on the marketing front. We're very excited to have that department working well. And I'd like to throw a shout out to Arturo, the marketing manager, who's kicking ass, along with his team, Zoe and Therese. So the intake team has been doing great. We got Jackie, we got Jesus, and we got Island kicking ass and taking names. And I'm happy to have this team performing well. And I'm happy to have the new problems that come with the new success we're having. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to yet another CHC Weekly Recap in which we are loud in public. We have the whole crew here today.
I'm embarrassed because other people are watching this.
I'm less embarrassed because people are always watching. Anyway, if you don't know, you should. That we are your Florida personal injury law firm, and we're here to give you a little insight into what our week was like. And so we're going to start out with Papa Cornish. So for the last couple of weeks, I've been working on putting a management system together because it's something that has a weakness in my game. And so spent a whole bunch of time doing it. Got it done. Had the first meeting yesterday, and it went way longer than I expected it to go, but growing pains. So it's on track. Things are going well, and we are hitting a milestone this month because I don't know if you all know. You should, because I told you over and over again that we have surpassed the top number of cases we've ever signed in 1 month, barring an act of Congress. So things are looking good. Literally an act of Congress. I mean that. And so things are going very well on the marketing front. We're very excited to have that department working well. And I'd like to throw a shout out to Arturo, the marketing manager, who's kicking ass, along with his team, Zoe and Therese. So the intake team has been doing great. We got Jackie, we got Jesus, and we got Island kicking ass and taking names. And I'm happy to have this team performing well. And I'm happy to have the new problems that come with the new success we're having. So moving on. John Sullivan, first, could you hand me a coffee for the good work that I've been doing?
I'm not going to do that because Cam, I appreciate the marketing efforts, but coffee is for closers only. So,
but how are you going to close if you don't have the cases to close?
You're an opener.
He has Dunkin' Donuts every fucking day, and he has closed cases every day.
That's right. We got to hold him accountable, bro. We got to hold him accountable.
Every case that gets closed is now mine.
Oh, is it?
Oh, what a coincidence. What a coincidence. Well, theoretically, if it runs through marketing, then every case that closes is also mine.
So, basically what I've been up to, really a couple things on we
sending me videos every time he scores a hockey goal because he has a low self-esteem.
Which means he's getting a lot of.
You know what that's called? That's called the need to feel special.
This is correct.
But anywho, now that I've been rudely interrupted, Dylan, as you know, look at yours. So anyway, one of the things that I've been working on, I actually started this a little over a month ago, but then we kind of got deep into trial prep on a case that didn't end up getting called.
What did you get deep with?
So it's a master trial prep sort of workflow. Right now, the way it stands is we have like 4 or 5 different workflows that exist in the firm that have to get created at different times in order. And so they have to get created at different times, and they're sort of disconnected. They'll work, but there was a way to streamline it. There's a way to sort of make it better and have better quality control checks on it. And so I have the skeleton of that workflow done. There's a couple of spin-off things that I've been working on to try and finalize it, but the plan is to have that rolling out probably within the next 10 days. And then separate from that, also put together a policy on updated demands, something that we really hadn't been doing. We come from that PD mentality where the best negotiation is no negotiation, right? You show up to trial and it's like, oh, you're getting an offer? I mean, I guess I'll tell them about it, right?
There's no mediation like a trial date next week.
Exactly. And that, who knows whether that's the right thing to do in criminal or not. It was, brought us a lot of success when we did it. But it's probably not the right thing to do, when you're footing a whole bunch of costs for your client and when, maybe a few phone calls can get it done rather than, just bellying up to trial, with a bunch of experts and all that kind of stuff. So
for freedom, maybe it's okay.
Yeah, no, for freedom, it's definitely a different feel. But yeah, it's something that we're going to implement. So that's pretty much what I've been up to. That and as Dylan pointed out, scoring a lot of goals in hockey. I don't know if you guys know, but I played hockey. And, Dylan also went to Pepperdine and played professional baseball. Dylan, tell them about it.
I don't like to talk about it.
Igor, what have you been up to?
Well played. Well played.
So it's been a short week. I was on vacation the whole of last week. I didn't really do much last week. And then this week,
How did that vacation go?
it was fine. I got a little bit too many calls, but I want to put a policy in place, I think, for all of us so that when we're off, the people know like what they can call us about and not call us about. Because it was like random shit. Like it wasn't really like all that important. It was just stuff that people like felt that they needed at that time, but they didn't really need. Like logistical shit and people flying in from out of town and they had questions about this or that, and it's like cool, but not really my problem, right? And it shouldn't be somebody's problem if they're on vacation. But neither here nor there, we're gonna put a policy in place, and that I think is gonna fix that issue. But other than that, I didn't really do much, so it was good. I relaxed. I'd read a whole bunch. I was thinking about a whole bunch of high-level stuff that we could do and stuff like that, so it was cool. But back to work, I just spent basically a whole day and a half catching up on the metrics and the different departments and what the performance was, all that kind of stuff, which was good. Everything's looking good, no complaints there. And then I've spent probably the remainder of the time between meetings in like trying to catch up on my emails. I have like 900 unread emails that I gotta get through, and now I got like 600. So I've made somewhat of a dent in it, but still a lot to go. So I'm hoping to get that done by tomorrow or the day after. And that's pretty much it. That's super exciting. But
Did you read a book over your vacation? 50 Shades of Grey?
yeah, the one you sent me. Oh, the other thing is I had a couple meetings lined up because we're making some big changes. Can't really talk too much about it because it's not really finalized yet. We're making some big moves coming up over the next week, which we think is going to have a significant impact on the operation, and things are gonna level up yet again, which seems to be the theme. We're always trying to level up and go to the next level. So I'm pretty excited about that. In addition to being pretty excited about the way marketing is performing and sales is performing, that's been pretty great too. So everything's just coming together, working great right now, which is something we just gotta keep the momentum going and it'll be fucking solid. Right? Yeah, that's about it. What about you, Dylan?
So, other than having to suffer receiving all these videos from John, missing these goal attempts and passing a fucking hockey puck around the ice, he's right.
Especially, maybe he'd have better,
Yeah, I know.
better skills.
Yeah, John. I happen to be wearing a hat of a team I got drafted by. Do you?
Oh, you played for that team?
No, I got drafted by them. I said, no, go fuck yourself. No. Did you do that? Did you do that to the Bauer? I'm trying to get a sponsorship. Hey, you know what? John, listen. You know what? Hey, but you know what, though? You know what's funny? Is I guarantee you I get sponsored by Bauer before you do. How about we, hey, no, seriously. John, how fun would that be if two non-hockey player fucking lawyers get sponsored by some type of hockey company? You want to do that? All right, it's probably not going to happen, but I mean, it's cool to talk about. But no, this past week, I mean, this thing that we can't really share with you that Igor is the mastermind behind, I've actually been trying to prepare for that transition a little bit and getting a lot of different things in place, just catching up on cases, getting some things ironed out with some adjusters and stuff like that, trying to negotiate and close some cases. On that end, been really just super busy. I mean, just had meetings pretty much every single day the past couple weeks, and I have meetings set for the next 3 weeks. I've had dinners and stuff like that, as Cam and I are just really out in the streets meeting with a bunch of different personal injury, litigation light, and pre-suit heavy type firms, and it's been going really well. It's been satisfying, frankly, to see just a lot of the hard work that we're kind of putting into this strategy come to fruition, and so that's been pretty exciting. And then just really kind of dealing with other little things just kind of popping up as they do, kind of help clients, get some treatment that they need and get the care that they need, not only just to build value in their case, but just to kind of help them, for their health reasons and stuff like that. So that's been good as well. I'm trying to wrap my head around the fact that Igor happened to just get back from vacation right around the same time that him and John were prepping for trial. I don't know if there's some type of connection there, but I guess we should ask him if that vacation was in Canada. Was that?
No, so we thought that the last week of the trial period was going to be last week, but it actually wasn't last week. It was a week before, right?
Right.
So it ended up, the last week of the trial period was right before I went on vacation. But thank you for asking.
Okay, good. Well, I just want to make sure we're holding our law partners accountable here,
Yeah. Back They call that draft dodging.
Yeah, correct.
Here they call it trial
War
dodging.
was
Yeah.
over, though.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's only February, and Igor was thinking about going to Canada, so I could have thought about no other. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. I mean, there's really not much to talk about other than.
Other than that thing we cannot talk about.
Yeah, and John's shirt and his general apparel, you know.
We
But
can't talk about that.
yeah, we can't talk about these things, you know.
Hey, Dylan, what's that thing? It's your name.
Wait, is your name on that shirt? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, guys. So that's it for this weekly recap. John, do you have anything? He doesn't. So that'll be it. Salud.
Pass me the water. I said the water, not the glass.
Well, do you want to drink it out of the fucking bottle, or do you want to drink it out of a glass?
Pour
You're
my
welcome.
glass.